All right, guys, starting slide 5, we have naming alcohols. So we find the longest carbon chain, change the ending from an E, that little E at the end, to an OL. Name and number the constituents like before. So propanol. All right, prop means 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3 carbons, and we have our OH group on the end there. Not a big deal. Remember, when we draw these, we're going to do it like last name to first name. So heptanol. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 on carbon change. Great. This 2-heptanol means there's an OH group on the second carbon. Boom. OH groups are more important than carbon-containing groups. So this is like a big to-do. So we're going to start counting carbons closest to the OH group. Boom. 2-heptanol, and then 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-methyl. Boom, done. Over here, 4,4-dimethyl 1-pentanol. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. The OH group is on carbon number 1, and there are 2 methyl groups, carbon number 4. Down here, we get 2,2-dimethyl 1-pentanol. So this is, you could see the difference. There's 4,4-dimethyl, 2,2-dimethyl. Start counting down here. 5-methyl 4-propyl 3-heptanol. It's a mouthful. Oh, excuse me, number 5, sorry. 1,3-cyclopentadiol. So this is cyclopentane, all right? There's number 1 with an OH group, and there's number 3 with an OH group. Going clockwise, diol means 2 OH groups. This is that mouthful, 5-methyl 4-propyl 3-heptanol. So heptanol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're going to start counting here. 3, boom, right there. Carbon number 4 here has a propyl group, boom, 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 and carbon number 5 has a methyl group. We write methyl first simply because it comes first alphabetically. 1,4-phenadiol. Remember, phene also is like a benzene ring. There's a benzene ring. 1, 4, done. And now here, why don't you try to name these? I'm not going to go through those names, but do your best there. And we'll chat about these in the lecture. So here's some common alcohols. Ethanol, which is like huge. It's 3 billions of dollars. It was purposely produced about 4,000 years ago. It's probably the longest on-purpose chemical reaction other than fire that we've been running. Dissolves in water. That's why there's different proofs. And it is the combustion component in E85 fuel. Here's some other ones. Methanol. That's created in that's what we call wood alcohol. You can go to the hardware store and get it. It's like a paint thinner. If you drink that, you will go blind because you'll generate formaldehyde. 1-propanol, that's pretty straightforward. We talked about that before. This is glycerol. It can be a sweetener. It also plays a gigantic role later when we start talking about fats. So this is glycerol, and that's just its name. Ethylene glycol looks like this. There's 2 carbons and 2 OH groups. That's an antifreeze. It's dyed because it has a real sweet smell, and so your dog might try to drink it, and it's very poisonous for them. So that's why it's those crazy colors. And then cellulose. This is in the cell wall of plants. You can see there's a lot of OH groups around there. This is a polymer, and so you have this chunk and then another chunk and another chunk. So there we go. Dehydration of an alcohol. Okay, yes, it's our first chemical reaction. This is going to be awesome. All right. So here, see this right here. We got the 2 carbons with our OH group. If we treat this with strong sulfuric acid, what we get is then a double bond between the carbons and we get water kicked off. All right. It's called a dehydration because you're removing water. Hopefully this makes sense. So like dehydrating, removing water. Dehydration because water's removed. So here we have this OH group right here. And now we have a CH3 here and a C there. So there's 2 different routes that we could go. We could go up here, right? Where this carbon number 2 binds to this carbon number 1 here. Or the second route is this carbon number 2 binds to carbon number 3 like this. This is the major product. And the reason for that is there's more carbons connected to the double bond. So in this case, there's only 1 carbon connected to this carbon, and that's it. Down here, we get a carbon connected here and a carbon connected there. There are more carbons. All right, we'll continue the slide in the next video.